So just this is the topic we shall look into today. Here time and work means a work that is assigned to a group of people. It may be anything like digging a pit, constructing a tank, a building, or anything like this. Entire work, whatever that is assigned to them, is considered as one unit, and the time the group takes to complete the work may be in days, hours, months, but whatever time they take, that is the time in which the assigned work is completed. Here there are few variables which generally are involved in the questions like time and work. One is men. It may be either increased or decreased. Time can be varied. Actually time can appear in many forms like days, hours, times, seconds, so on. So therefore one or more, what I can say, time variables sometimes involved in one question. And another variable is work. So work may be, as I said, the complete work is taken as one unit if only part of is done, or if anything is extra added, we have to find the question accordingly. Means work can also be either increased or decreased. Now to understand the relation between all the variables that are involved in the problems can be studied here. Let us consider 10 men can do a work in 10 days, working, let us say, 9 hours a day. I take something like this, a statement. If you observe the statement, there are variables like men, work, days, and hours. Here these variables change if you bring any change in some variable. Now we can see, instead of 10 men, let us say if I consider only 5 men, they can do the same work in, let us say I want to find how many days they take. Working 9 hours a day. If you observe the statement above, 10 men can do in 10 days working 9 hours a day. As there is no change in the amount of work and the number of hours they do every day, when number of men decreases, proportionately days increases. As men become half, the days will become double. When you divide by 2, you get 5 men. When you multiply by 2, you will get 20 days. Therefore I can write here, proportionately days has been increased. Means men and days are inversely proportional, keeping work constant. Now we can see another a variable, how it changes. Now here I make some change again in some variable. Let us say same 5 men I consider can do a work in let us say days, working 18 hours a day. If you observe, the two statements above, last two statements, men and work are constant. Here 20 days are required if they work 9 hours a day. If they work 18 hours, when the number of hours increases proportionately, days decreases. So in this case, when hours is doubled, days will off, it will get reduced to off. Therefore 20 by 10, it is 10 days. Hence I can say it is proportionately decreased. Similarly, I can consider one more statement. Let us say 10 men can do how much work in 5 days, working same 9 hours a day. If you observe first and last statement, 10 men can do a work in 10 days, working 9 hours a day. The last statement, 10 men can do how much work in 5 days, working 9 hours a day. That means here men and hours are kept constant. When days becomes off, work also become off, because work and days are directly proportional. When work increases, days also increases, keeping other variables constant. If days decreases, work also decreases. Therefore, they do only off work. Hence, here only off work is done. So, this is how the variables are interlinked to one another. So, we shall just see an example. Let us say A can do a job in 10 days and B can do the same job in 20 days, working together in how many days they complete it. If you see the question, A alone can do the job in 10 days, whereas B alone can do the job in 20 days. Now, we shall proceed like this. When they work together, so when they are working together, we should add the amount of work, not the days. Now, in one day, A can do 1/10 of the work, because entire work is done in 10 days, means in one day 1/10. Similarly, in one day, B can do 1/20th of the work. Each one, if they do separately, A alone can do 1/10th and B alone can do 1/20th. If they work together, then I can write in one day A plus B, we are adding their amount of work, can do 1/10th plus 1/20. This is the work they do together in one day. Taking LCM, I get 3/20. Means in one day they can do 3/20th of the work. So therefore, I can write they complete the entire work in, you take the reciprocal, 20/3 days. So questions which involve time and work can be solved this way. Example, let us say A and B can do a work in 10 days, whereas A alone can do the same work in 20 days. Uh, 20 days. Then, in how many days B alone can do the work? So if you see the question, in one day A plus B can do 1/10 of the work. Also given, in one day A can do 1/20th of the work. The question, how many days B alone can do it? Now I can write here, in one day A plus B minus A. So this will give you one day work of B, because we are subtracting A from A plus B. So here can do 1/10 minus 1/20 equivalent to 1. So here 2 minus 1 I can write here 1/20. So again B also can do same amount of work as done by A in one day, that is 1/20. So when a question can be always reduced to one day work and then can be solved further. We take one more example. Let us consider a question that is based upon pipes and cistern. A tap can fill a tank in 10 hours. Due to leak at the bottom, it takes 15 hours to fill it. The question here is, if tank is full, in how many hours the leak would empty it? If you observe the question here, a filling tap can fill the tank in 10 hours, but because of the bottom, leak at the bottom, it is taking 15 hours to fill it. If the tank is full, how many hours the leak would empty the tank? Now I can put it like this. In 1 hour, tap can fill 1/10 of the tank. So we have to find how much time the leak would take to empty it. Let us consider the leak would empty the tank in X hours. Then I can write, in 1 hour leak would empty by x of the tank. Now when tap starts filling the tank, as the leak at the bottom, it would send the water out the moment it enters the tank. Means both start working simultaneously. Therefore I can write here, in 1 hour tap and leak can fill 1 by 10 minus 1 by x. That means when both the tap and leak start working, it is filling 1 by 10 minus 1 by x of the tank. When both are working, it takes 15 hours to fill the tank. So 1 hour it is filled to 1 by x, 1 by 10 minus 1 by x. This is 1 hour water that is sent inside the tank. In 15 hours, if you multiply, in the tank is full. That means work is completed. So always complete work is taken as 1 unit, that is equated to 1. 1 means work is completed. So simplifying here further, I can put it like this. So 1 by x equivalent to 1 by 10 minus 1 by 15. Again taking LCM, I'll get here. So therefore 1 by x equivalent to 1 by 30 implies x equivalent to 30 hours. So therefore there are 40 men who completes the work in 25 days. But after 10 days 25 men left the place. That means number of men has been decreased. Now we have to find in how many days the remaining work is completed by the remaining people. So here the change takes place only after 10 days. So therefore I write the situation after 10 days. After 10 days, let us consider men and days. Suppose if the 40 men do not leave the workplace, these 40 men will complete in 15 days, because 40 men are given 25 days to complete. Now 10 days are over, therefore 40 men can complete after 10 days if they were on the workplace 15 days. But 25 men left, so therefore only 15 men are there. Therefore we have to find the days in which they complete. As here men decreases, the number of days increases. Therefore you write the days, that is 15. 40 men can do the work in 15 days. So 15 men will take more than 15 days. Therefore more, that is 40, by less, that is 15. Cancelling, we get 40 days. Therefore your answer is B. So alone can do the work in 24 days. Sunil alone can do the same work in 8 days. But if they work alternately with Ajay beginning work, means Ajay will work on first day, second day Sunil will work, third again Ajay, Sunil on fourth. Therefore I can write in first 2 days, the amount of work completed is 1 by 24, that is first day amount of work done by Ajay, second day 1 by 8. Therefore I can write here, that is 4 by 60, 24, therefore 1 by 6. That means in 2 days 1/6 of work is completed. Therefore to complete the entire work requires 2 into 6, that is 12 days. This your answer is C. Sanjay can do 1/4 of the work in 5 days. That means Sanjay can complete the entire work in 5 by 1 by 4, that is 20 days. Similarly, Shyam alone can do 4/5 of work in 64 days. Therefore, Shyam can complete the entire work in 64 by 4 into 5, that means here 16 times, so 80 days. If both of them work together, we can write Sanjay alone can do the work in 1 day 1 by 20th of work. Shyam alone can do in 1 day 1 by 80th of work. Therefore, in 1 day, Sanjay plus Shyam can do 1 by 20th, 1 by 80th. That means we are adding 1 day work of both Sanjay and Shyam. So simplifying, we get here, this is 4, so 5 by 80, that is 1 by 16. Hence your answer, that means in 1 day they can complete 1 by 16th of the work. Hence the entire work is done in 16. 3 persons ABC working in a shoe manufacturing company can do the assignment individually in 14, 28 and 56 days respectively. If they work together, then in how many days the work is completed? So let us say if they work together in 1 day, they complete, so first A will complete 1 by 14th of work, B will complete in 1 day 1 by 28th of work, C will complete in 1 day 1 by 56th of work. This is the work completed together by all the 3 people in 1 day. Taking LCM, I get here 56, so 4 times 2 times 1 time equivalent to, I get 7 by 56, so that is 1 by 8. So if they work together in 1 day, they complete 1 by 8, means they complete entire work in reciprocal of 1 by 8, that is 8 days. So therefore your answer is C. Budget and the days in which each one complete the work alone. But first Mr. Y and Z start the work and work for 4 days. After that they left the place. Therefore we can write in 1 day Mr. Y plus Mr. Z can do 1 by 20th plus 1 by 30, that is taking LCM 60. This is 3 times, this is 2 times, therefore 1 by 12. This is 1 day work of both Mr. Y and Z. Therefore in 4 days Mr. Y plus Mr. Z can do 4 by 12, that is 1/3 of the work they did, and the So this is done by X alone. So therefore X alone can complete the work in 18 days. Therefore X can complete the remaining two-third work in two-third into 18, that is 12 days. So hence your answer is A. Given three groups and completing the work in 24, 30 and 40 days respectively. If all the three groups starts working, then I can write in one day all the three groups each one containing two people completes 1 by 24 plus 1 by 30 plus 1 by 40. Taking LCM, I get here 120, that is 5 times, 4 times, 3 times. Therefore 12 by 120, that is 1 by 10. So all the three groups together, that means twice of Sharma plus Shyam and Shastri, because all the three groups contains twice Sharma, twice Shyam, twice Shastri, complete in one day 1 by 10th. Therefore Sharma plus Shyam plus Shastri, on these three people alone will complete 1 by 20th of work in one day. Therefore all the three completes the entire work in 20 days. All the three complete the work in 20 days. But the question, in how many days Sharma finish it alone, that is the question. So the above group contains Sharma, Shyam and Shastri. So now 1 by 20th is the work done by all the three people in one day. From this, as we want Sharma, subtract 1 day work of Shyam and Shastri. So therefore I can write in one day Sharma can do, so in one day all the three people will do 1 by 20th. From this we want only Sharma, therefore we subtract 1 day work of Shyam and Shastri. That is Shyam and Shastri complete entire work in 30 days, therefore in one day 1 by 30. So taking LCM here 63 minus 2, that is 1 by 60. So therefore Sharma alone in one day can do 1 by 60, hence I can write Sharma alone can do the entire work in 60 days. This your answer is consider women and hours, because we are given three variables, and amount. In the first case, 3 women can work 6 hours a day and earns 650. and days are also given, that is 10. Then how much will 18 women working 9 hours a day on the amount in 10 days? Now totally out of 4 variables, we have to find the amount earned by 18 women. Now what we do, we have to find the amount. So this variable is compared separately with each one of the other variables, and we shall find out proportionately amount they earn. First I consider 3 women can earn 650. If 18 women work, they earn more. Therefore, I consider the amount to 650. Since 18 women earn more, therefore more by less. That means we have compared variable women with amount. In the second case, hours. If you 6 hours work will fetch you 650. 9 hours will fetch you more. Therefore, out of 6 and 9 we want more, therefore more by less. Anyway, so 650 earned in 10 days, again in 10 days there is no change here, therefore if you want you can write 10 by 10. Now cancelling the amount, if you work out you get here, this is cancelling 18 times, you get 5850, hence your answer is B. Either 3 men or 5 women will do the job in 12 days. How long will 6 men and 5 women take to finish the job? It is given the capacity of 3 men should be equivalent to 5 women, because in a given time work done by 3 men is equivalent to 5 women. Therefore I consider women, or I can say people, and days. These are the 2 variables. Let us say if I consider 5 women, they complete the entire work in 12 days, that is given. In the second case, we have to find 6 men plus 5 women will do in how many days. As we know 3 men equivalent to 5 women, here in place of 6 women I write, in place of 6 men I write 10 women plus 5 women, that is equivalent to 15 women will do in how many days. Means 5 women complete in 12 days, 15 women can complete in how many days. Therefore now the given days is 12. As the number of women increases, the days decreases. Your answer should be less than 12. Therefore less by more. So this is 3 times 3 4 ja, I'll get here 4 days. Therefore answer should be A. It is given Henry and Maggie, each one can complete the work in 50 days and 75 days respectively. Henry started the work and after 25 days only Maggie joined him. As he alone can complete the work in 50 days, in 25 days he completed half of the work. That means in 25 days Henry completed half work. So and the remaining work is completed by both. Therefore I can write in 1 day Henry plus Maggie can do 1 by 50 plus 1 by 75 hence I can write 5 by 1, so therefore 1 by 30 means both of them can do the entire work in 30 days. Half the work can be done by 15 days. So initially Henry alone completed in 25 days of the work, and the remaining of the work by both completed in 15 days. Hence the total number of days are 40. Total number of days, that means 25 days Henry and remaining 15 days both, therefore it should be 40. So hence your answer is B. We are given machines, 3 variables totally, razors and time. So 40 machines can produce 4000 razors in 2 hours, that is given. Time is in hours. The question, how many razors can be produced in by 15 machines? The question, how much time they take to produce 8500 razors. So therefore, comparing the time which is required with each variable, we can find the given time is 2 hours. Compare machines and time here. 40 machines can produce in 2 hours means 15 machines they have to work more, therefore it should be more by less. Similarly, 4000 hours are produced in 2 hours means to produce 8500 razors we need more time, therefore again more by less. So here simplifying we get 11 hours 20 minutes, that is D is the answer. Find the share of Joe who worked along with Ramesh and Rai. See, amount has to be distributed according to the amount of work they do. Therefore, Ramesh and Rai in a day can do in one day. Ramesh and Rai can do 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 equivalent to 3 plus 2, that is 5/6 of the work is done by both Roy and Ramesh. The remaining work is 1 minus 5 by 6, that is 1/6. This is work done by Joe in one day. So therefore the amount he should get according to his amount of work, that is 1/6 of the amount, that is 600 equivalent to $100. Therefore answer is A. Do a piece of work in 60 days, whereas Peter, who is 50% more efficient than Ricky. Therefore, when the same work is given to Peter, he has to take proportionately less time than that of Ricky, because he is more efficient than Ricky. Therefore, I can write here Ricky, who alone can do in 60 days, whereas Peter is 50% more efficient. Therefore, Peter can do the same job in the given days is 60. Therefore, as his 50% more efficient, you divide by 100 plus 50, 150, and into 2. So therefore 53 times 52 times 320 times, so that should be equivalent to 40. Hence Peter can do in 40 days. Answer is C. We are given 3 groups. One is Peter and Sue, who can do in 12 days. I can write here Peter, Sue can do in 12 days, and another group Sue plus Rose can do in 20 days, while Peter plus and Rose can do in 10 days. The question, how long will it take if all of them work together? So here all of them means we are only 3 people, but they are divided into 3 different groups. If all the 3 groups work together in one day, all the groups, I can write here each group containing 2 people. So in one day all the groups can do 1 by 12 plus 1 by 20, 1 by 10. Taking the LCM, I get here 60, therefore 5 times, this is 3 times, 6 times, we get totally 14 by 60. So therefore this is 7 by 30. So in one day all the group can do 7 by 30th work, and as each group contains 2 people each, I can write here groups can be clubbed 2 times Peter plus Sue plus Rose can do in one day 7 by 30, whereas only Peter, Sue plus Rose can do 7 by 60 because the 2 is taken here. This is one day work, so therefore they complete entire work in 60 by 7, therefore that may be 8, 4 by 7 days. Answer is D. 3 pipes A which fills in 140 hours, while B fills alone in 210 hours, whereas the pipe C which sends the water out, means it is emptying the water, or I can say it is undoing the work. It is doing but opposite work, so it can empty the entire tank in 280 hours. The question, if all the pipes are open, how much time they take to fill the tank? So we can proceed like this, like we consider 3 people doing work, among them one is undoing, that is pipe C. Therefore in 1 hour they can fill pipe A 1 by 140 plus pipe B 1 by 210, pipe C it is undoing, therefore minus 1 by 280. Taking the LCM, that is 840, we get 6 times plus 4 plus 3, therefore 7 by 840, that is 1 by 120. So in 1 hour the tank is filled by all of them by 1/20th. So hence entire tank can be filled in 120 hours. So tank can be filled by all in 120 hours. That is answer is D. A can fill in 1 hour 12 minutes equivalent to 72 minutes, and B can fill 1 hour 30 minutes means 90 minutes. C can empty in 1 hour means 60 minutes. In first 14 minutes only A and B worked, therefore amount of tank filled by both A and B in first 14 minutes is equivalent to 14. In 1 minute they can fill 1 by 72 plus 1 by 90. So therefore in 14 minutes they can fill 14 times of this. So therefore that is equivalent to 7 by 20. So the remaining tank, so here part of tank filled, so therefore remaining tank to be filled is 1 minus 7 by 20, that is 13 by 20. So this much tank is filled by both A, B and C. Let us say they take X minutes to fill it. So here in X minutes they can work 1 by 72 plus 1 by 90, 1 by 60 equivalent to 13 by 20. So if you just work out, X will be equivalent to 78 minutes. Therefore total time would be 78 plus 14, I'll get here 92 minutes, which is equivalent to 1 hour 32 minutes. The answer is given there. Answer should be D. Two pipes X and Y, they fill 2 hours and 3 hours respectively, whereas the third pipe Z can empty the entire tank in 4 hours. If all of them work, they are filling it. Therefore the question in how much time the tank is full. So in 1 minute or maybe in 1 hour, X can fill 1 by 2, again Y can fill 1/3, and C can empty, therefore negative 1/4. This is 1 hour work. Let us say we have to find in how much time they fill. Let us say all the together they fill in X hours. In X hours the tank is filled, it is always equated to 1 because the complete work is taken as 1 unit. It should be equivalent to 1. So therefore 1 by X equivalent to, taking LCM, that is 12, 6 plus 4 minus 3. So therefore 7 by 12 or X equivalent to 12 by 7. This should be approximately equivalent to 1 hour 43 minutes. That is answer is B. Persons Ajit, Brijesh and Mukesh can complete a certain job in 20, 30 and 40 days respectively. Because of ill health, it is given Ajit and Brijesh can contribute only 80% and 70% of their capacities. As they are working at lesser capacity, naturally they take more amount of time to work alone. So therefore I can calculate now. Because of ill health, Ajit can do the work alone in, it takes usually 20 days. Because of ill health is taking 100 by 80, because this is contributing only 80%. Therefore now it take 25 days instead of 20 because of ill health. Similarly, Brijesh can do the work alone. Again it takes more time because he is less efficient than earlier. So this is 300 by 7 days. Of course C he can do the same amount of work, that is he can do in 40 days. If all the three work together, then I can write in one day they can work together and complete, that is 1 by 25, this is 7 by 300 plus 1 by 40. So in this case LCM is 600. So here 24 times, 14 times plus 15 times. So this should be equivalent to, so 13 5 by 600. This is one day work. They complete this much amount. So they complete entire work in 600 by 53, which is equivalent to approximately 1117 by 53 days. That is, answer is A. He can do the work in 1 days. He works at it for 24 days. Therefore, amount of work completed by A in 24 days equivalent to 24 by 120, because in one day you can do 1/20th hour. In 24 days, 24 by 120th, that is 1/5 of the work he did. And the remaining work, that is 4/5, is done by B in 48 days. So now I can put it like this: in 48 days B completes 4/5 of the work. Therefore B alone completes entire work in 48 by 4 into 5. So therefore I get here 60 days. So B alone can complete the work in 6 days. Now the question, if they work together, how much time they take? So this can be simple. So in one day, A plus B can do 1 by 120. In case of A, can do 1 by 120th work, and B 1 by 60. So simplifying, I get here 1 plus 2, 3. So 1 by 40. So they can complete the work in 40 days. So they complete the work together in 40 days. So your answer should be B. A can fill the tank in 40 days is given, whereas B is 25% more efficient than A, therefore it takes less time, and C is 20% more efficient than B, therefore it takes still less than that of B, whereas A and B are used for filling and C for emptying. Now we shall find like this: A can fill in 40 days given, so therefore B can fill, which is 25% more efficient, therefore it takes 25% more efficient, therefore it should be equivalent to 32 days. And C can empty in 32 into, it is 20% more efficient, therefore I can write here simplifying 80 by 3 days it takes. If all the three work together, it is given how long will they take them to fill the tank. Therefore in one day they fill 1 by 40, that is A, plus 1 by 32, that is B. This is minus 3 by 80. Taking LCM, 164 plus 5 minus that is 6, 3 by 160 you get 3 by 160, so 3 by 160, so hence the entire tank can be filled in 160 by 3 hours. 165 by 3, actually it is days, because here it is given, the options given are wrong, it is not correct, so you can make a correction. It is 160 by 3 days. When they all started working, after 5 days they left, Harry and Dick left. That means in the 5 days they completed in first 5 days equivalent to 5 times, that is 1 day work of time is 1 by 15 plus 1 by 20 plus 1 by 25. So here, taking the LCM, I get here taking the LCM, so the LCM is 300, so this is 20 times, this is 15 times, this is 12 times, so hence it should be equivalent to 35 47 by 300, so this is 6 times, I will get here 47 by 60. The remaining work is 7 by 60, then you'll get here 13 by 60. So C alone can here as a Dicky and Harry and Dicky left after 5 days, only Tom can do the remaining work. So he can do this remaining work in 13 by 60th of work into 15 days. So this is 4 times. So I'll get here 13 by 4 and 3 1 by 4 is the answer, that is C. Similar to this we solved earlier. If all the 3 people work together, then we can find in one day they can produce 1 by 40, 1 by 60, 1 by 30. Taking LCM 120, 3 times, 2 times, 4 times. Therefore we get here 9 times by 120. So simplifying 3 by 40. So now the working together they can in one day, so therefore they can complete the production in 40 by 3 days, or we can say 13 1 by 3. This is the required answer, that is C. Ramesh alone can do 3/4 of the work in 15 days, means Ramesh can complete the entire work in this 20 days. Ramesh alone can work entire work. Likewise, Rajesh is able to do 5 by 6th of work in 20 days. Therefore, he can complete the entire work in 30 days. So if they work together in one day, they together can complete 1 by 20, 1 by 30, that is 60, 3 plus 2, 1 by 12. So they complete the work in 12 days, that is answer B. Both A and B are working not together on alternate basis. Therefore, in first 2 days, they complete 1 by 30 plus 1 by 40 equivalent. LCM is 120, that is 4 plus 3. So 7 by 120. So this is 2 days work done by both A and B alternate basis. Therefore, in 34 days, they complete So here it is 7 by 120 is 2 days work. To get 34 I multiply with 17. This I am 17. So therefore I will get 34 days. So 119 by 1/20th of work is completed in 34 days. So remaining work is 1 minus 119 by 120, that gives you 1 by 1/20th work. So 34 days means A and B work each 17 days. Again A's turn comes, he completes this 1 by 20th work in A completes the remaining work in 30 into 1 by 20. Therefore I'll get 1/4 of the day it takes. Therefore total number of days would be 34 1 by 4 days, that is B. Given man, hours, money and days, you take the variables here. Easy to calculate. Man, hours, days and rupees. These variables can be taken in any order. First, 5 men working 8 hours in 15 days or 5,000. It is given. Now the question, how much will 15 men working 6 hours in 15 days earn? So this can be solved easily. The given amount is 5,000. You consider. Now when 5 men earns 5,000, 15 men will earn more, therefore more by less. Again, in 8 hours 5,000 is earned, in 6 hours it should be less, therefore less by more. Again, days are equal, either you consider or do not, it makes no change. So by simplifying here, I'll get 625. So 625 into 80 into 11,250. Answer is D. 5 men work equivalent to 8 women work. And the question, 8 men or 5 men can complete the work in 43 days. How long will 100 men and 12 women take to do the work? You convert either men into women or all women into men. It is easy to complete. So let us see, 105 women equivalent to 8 women means if multiply by 20, I'll get here 20 into 5, this is men, equivalent to 20 into 8 women. That means 100 men equivalent to 160 women. So now I can put it like this, women and days. So 8 women, that is given, complete the work in 43 days. And 100 men equivalent to 160 women. So therefore now the question, how long will 100 men, that is 160 women, plus another 12, that is 172. So 172 women complete the work. So therefore number of days required to complete is here 43 into, as we have more number of women, they take less number of days, therefore less by more. So here we can, so by simplifying, I get here 4 times 4 2s, therefore I get 2 days. So your answer is A. Question, it is given Harish and Manish complete a piece of work in 18 24 days respectively, but Manish starts and after 10 days only Harish joins him. Therefore in 10 days Manish completed 10 by 24. So 5 by 12th of work is completed. Therefore the remaining work is, that is completed by both, remaining work is 1 minus 5 by 12, that is 7 by 12. When they start working together in one day, they complete 1 by 18th plus 1 by 24 equivalent. So here taking LCM, I'll get 72. So this is 4 times plus 3 times 7 by 72. So in one day they complete this much work. So entire work they can complete in 72 by 7 days. So complete work is done by both in 72 by 7 days. But they are doing only 7 by 12 days. Hence, they complete the remaining work, that is 7 by 12 work in 72 by 7 days. It was simplifying 6 days. So hence the remaining work is done by 6 days, and earlier Manish alone completed some work, that is 5/12 of work in 10 days. So therefore total number of days equivalent to 10 plus 16, that is 16 days. Answer is C. They completed the contract worth 12,000 with help of Z in 5 days. So here amount has to be distributed among 3 people according to the amount of work they do. So therefore here in 5 days, X plus Y did 5 by 15 plus 5 by 20. That means 1 by 3 plus 1 by 4 equivalent to 12. That is 4 plus 3 means 7 by 12 of the work is completed. So they in one day. So therefore in 5 days, so this is in the above in one day. In 5 days they complete, this is in 5 days only, sorry. So in 5 days they completed 7 by 12. Therefore in 5 days they get 7 by 12 of 12,000 rupees. So 1000 times, hence they earn 7,000 in 5 days. So therefore in 5 days Z, who worked along with X and Y, gets remaining amount, that is 5,000. C is the answer. The pipe P and Q are filling, whereas R is emptying the tank. If all the pipes are open together, then we can write in 1 hour they can fill 1 by 60 P plus 1 by 20 Q minus R is 1 by 180, because it is emptying, therefore I am taking negative work minus. Taking here LCM 360, this is 6 times, this is 3 times, minus 2 times, that is 7 by 360. So therefore the tank can be filled tank can be filled in 360 by 7 hours. So that means therefore it should be equivalent to 51.42 hours. Hence your answer is B. Given min length days. So in the first case 60 men they could able to do 3 kilometers length of road in 50 days. Question: in how many days we have to find 5 kilometer length by 80 men. So here the given number of days is 50. You compare with other variables. If a length of 3 kilometers is constructed in 50 days, 5 kilometers should be constructed in more days, therefore more by less. Again 60 men can do in 50 days means 80 men can do in less number of days, therefore less by more. So simplifying here we get 4 times. So therefore I get 250 by 4. Hence this is equivalent to 62.5 days. Answer is B. As efficient as B means if the work is constant, A takes half of the time what B takes. So B alone completes in 40 days. As A is twice as efficient, A completes in 20 days. Therefore, in one day, together they complete 1 by 40 plus 1 by 20, that means 21 plus 2, so therefore 3 by 40. Now the entire work is completed by them. They complete the job in 40 by